Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm Lisa Trail, the Director of Communications for Murfreesboro City Schools. With me today is Mr. Greg Lyles and Miss Candy Clifford from our Community Outreach team, so welcome.
Thank you.
So we're going to talk today about not only the things we do during the school day, and everybody keeps concentrating on TCAP this week because it's such a huge thing, but we're also looking beyond. Some of the summer programs and after-school programs after we pass TCAP, let's talk about those today, and let's kick it off with talking about marching to the community. Let's see, marching to the community beat.
Marching to the summer beat.
Marching to the summer beat. So, Candy, let's talk about that and what parents should be looking for.
Well, we wanted to have a good ending to our year, and what better way to end it than to have parents know of things that's happening in the community. So we have about 20 community partners coming. They're going to have all kind of different things that you can do during the summer with your children. Our ESP folks will be there with all the programs that they're going to have. We have people coming from Smyrna, from Sam Davis Home, Cannonsburg, all over the city to give you ideas and things you can do with your children, because the whole purpose of community outreach is parent involvement, and we want parents to be active with their children even in the summertime when we're not in session.
And I might add that event is May the 7th at Cason Lane Academy. It begins at 2:30 and will end at 5 o'clock. And so the entire community is invited to come out to see what programs are offered for children during the summer.
So this is at Cason Lane, but open to the entire Murfreesboro City Schools community.
Yes.
And going to highlight just kind of camps and activities across the Murfreesboro and beyond, actually, throughout the summertime, including our own ESP programs and the activities that they have. And I know this year ESP has a golf clinic, a tennis clinic, and then multiple other type of camps throughout the district. It depends on kind of which site you're going to as to what all camps are going to be offered. But at the same time, they can kind of go back and forth between the sites if that's a camp that you really want to attend.
Right.
So this is a great time for the community to come out and really just see some things to do with their children.
And if you can't make it to this event and you want more information about the ESP programs, then stop by your school and talk to the ESP site director, and they'll be able to share more information with you. But we would really love to see the community come out and support this event on May 7th at Cason Lane Academy beginning at 2:30.
Okay, so I know when we look at what we're going to do with our students, we look beyond the school day, and that's really where community outreach comes in. We look at the whole child. And tonight during our board meeting, we really talked about budget and looking how much the budget can extend. Really, community outreach is funded more by grants, by community partnerships, by just a little bit of everybody. So, and we're grateful for that. Without our partnerships, we could not do the camps and do the afternoon activities that we do. I know that one of the studies shows that children lose a lot during that summertime if they're not active. I think it's like 22% of their reading skills.
That's correct.
So that's where you start back to school and you're having to re-up those reading skills again. But activities like this really keeps it going, whether you're going to the library every week or you're going to a camp or a skill set of some type. So let's talk about some of the other camps besides the Cason Lane event. The Cason Lane event is going to be great to highlight those, but what are some specific ones we can talk about?
First of all, we will be partnering with the Key United Methodist Church to offer a new program this summer, which is called Project Transformation. And it's going to involve not only Key United Methodist Church, but several of the other local United Methodist churches in our community. It's a 6 weeks camp. Its main focus is going to be on reading. We're going to have 60 children participate in that camp. So parents, if you're interested, check our City Schools website in the next few weeks, and that information will be there. Not only will there be an emphasis on reading, there will be a lot of other enrichment activities going on during the Project Transformation Camp for 6 weeks, and it's free. There is no registration fee. Students will also be provided lunch and breakfast each day during this camp. And we are seeking donations of new and gently used books because our goal is to give each child a new book every week that participates in this program. And as you touched on earlier, Ms. Trail, about the partnerships. Partnerships are vital to our outreach department because without the partnerships that we have in this community, we certainly would not be able to offer many of the programs that we offer to our parents and students at no or very little cost. And so, as you say, reaching beyond the school day, we must commend our community because they always step up to the plate and provide the resources that we need outside of the city school budget to help us bring about these programs. So.
And I know you said Project Transformation is free. It's 6 weeks, but they do have to register in advance.
That's correct.
So you really do need to go ahead and plan your summer. Could they come for part of it? Could a student attend 3 out of the 6 weeks? Or is it really,
They really encourage you to make a commitment for the entire program.
Okay.
So,
And what do you know what times of the day that is?
8 until about 2 every day, I believe, or maybe a little later. Sorry, I don't have that information with me, but it'll be on our school's website. But I'm sure it starts at 8 every day
Right.
and runs until about 2 or 3 each day.
And
for
this is
6
really
weeks.
within walking distance of Patterson Park.
That's correct.
So there's
Bradley,
a lot of students that could walk.
Hobgood, yes,
Very good. So again, they have to register in advance.
correct.
Okay. You also have a couple of other camps that aren't quite as long. You have one for women, one for girls, and one for boys. So, Candy, you want to kind of touch on those? I know you're kind of leading the girls for sure.
Well, we've done these camps now. This will be going into our 3rd year. And one of them is a girls' self-esteem camp called GEMS. Our boys' camp is called Boys to Men. And the reason we do these camps is to give children, to make them feel good about themselves. So many of our events, like the Asian Experience Night, Celebrate America, is to make children realize who they are, where they come from, and they should be proud of themselves. We introduce them to community leaders in these camps that can talk to them about how they became a community leader or how they got into their jobs and how they had to work very hard. We stress that all during these camps. At the conclusion of them, we kind of have an award day, and we celebrate who these children are, and we want to instill in them you can be anything that you want to be, and we try to do that in this camp. That's the whole purpose of the camp.
And might also add, the Boys to Men camp is district-wide for rising 5th and 6th grade boys, and likewise with the GEMS is for rising 5th and 6th grade girls. There is a small registration fee of $20 for each of those camps. The date for the Boys to Men camp is May 26th through the 29th. Our boys got cut short a day this year because of Memorial Day. But we have 4 days cram-packed of really, really exciting activities for the boys. We have fishing, a fishing trip planned. We also are going to be doing some sports activities, basketball, fundamentals of basketball, focusing also on leadership and life skills as well. And then a culminating activity for the Boys to Men camp on Friday will be a cookout, again, sponsored by one of our community partners, Olive Branch Church. And a little added treat to the boys' celebration will be a car show. And so if you have antique automobiles or special cars that you'd like to bring and share with our boys on that final day of camp, please give us a call at our central office. So we have, a lot of exciting activities planned for the boys camp, May 26th through the 29th, and it will be at Hobgood, but of course it is open to boys across the district.
So lots of activities. If you wanted to keep your child busy this summer, Murfreesboro City Schools is going to help you do that. We still have several weeks of school left, and I know that several of the schools are planning family nights and family events. Some of them are open just to that particular school, but most are open to the community. So let's talk about the Asian Experience, which is one of my favorite nights that we do. Candy, if you want to kind of give us a little bit of overview on that. I think this is our 3rd year.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I think that what a lot of our focus of community outreach is, at least I feel, is that it's community, school, and parents. This is the success of a child, and we take that very seriously. And we have a Hispanic celebration that we do honor our Hispanic families. We honor our African American families, and last year we honored our Asian families. We are very happy with the partnership that has been formed with MTSU. They are very active in this. We have had other cultural groups through Nashville and Murfreesboro that's involved in this in the Asian community, and they have embraced this because we're celebrating their children, their culture, and what they bring into our school system.
And that's going to be at Black Fox?
That will be at Black Fox.
What night is that?
May 14th, and it will be at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And this event, again, is free and open to the public.
And some of the best food I've had last year. Absolutely a fabulous Asian tasting.
A lot of that comes from the Laotian community who embraced it.
Wow, the Laotian community really embraced this event, and I'm serious. It's great, great food tastings. We have the same thing for African American night and for Hispanic night, so I'm not just.
Right.
I didn't not enjoy their food, but boy, that Asian food was fabulous.
Also, some of the other Asian cultures that will be represented will be Japan, India, Saudi Arabia. So a wide range of cultures from the Asian community.
We just did our community report, and it's kind of interesting because when you look at our group of students, and we have 8,000 students, we have 25 native languages spoken at home. So that really kind of tells the community that we're not talking about 3 or 4 different languages, 25 languages spoken at their homes. That's pretty impressive, and it really does allow us to venture out and trying to engage those communities. So, and I know there is so many other things going on, and while we're talking about all the other experiences, Celebrate America, Hobgood, I think this is their third or second or third year to the
second
fabulous event. So really looking at who we are as a nation. So I think, Greg, you're probably more in the loop on the Celebrate America, so I'm going to turn it over to you to talk about that.
That event, Celebrate America, is, as you say, it's going to be at Hobgood School Friday, May the 8th, beginning at 5:30 p.m. All aspects of the American culture, we celebrate food, entertainment. There are displays that the students will be doing for that celebration. So again, the community is certainly invited to help us celebrate America at Hobgood on May the 8th, beginning at 5:30.
Okay, anything that I have forgotten, and I guess I need to say, all of this is on our website, so if you want to look at our news posts on our website, on our calendar posts, we try to keep that updated on a daily basis. So you may have, we may have forgotten something that's still out there, but what else can you think of that they need to know to be able to go into the summer with just ready to go?
There's one other camp that we've been doing, my goodness, probably for 7 or 8 years, maybe longer, Camp Prism. Again, a partnership with MTSU. This camp will be the first 2 weeks in June. There will be 30 kids each week, 30 different kids each week. So there's a possibility of us reaching 60 kids through that camp. It's held at Mitchell-Nilsson School. It has a focus on math, science, technology, and engineering. I do know that we already have a field trip planned for Nissan for that group, and lots of other hands-on science activities that are being planned with us by MTSU.
All right. Greg and Candy, thank you for being here today. I know your outreach team does a fabulous job of engaging our parents, our students, and our faculty, so thank you so much. Again, if we've talked about something today that you would like to have more information about, visit our website at www.cityschools.net. If you have a question, there is an icon that says Ask MCS, so just send us a question and we will get an answer right back to you. Thank you for joining us.
Love it.